I'm sorry, I have to tell you we cancel our wedding. This is my last day in America.
Can I give you one last hug, Natalie?
The moment is here. The moment we've been waiting for. Which I honestly feel bad for saying because it turned out to be way worse than I thought. Mike called off his wedding to Natalie the day of the ceremony, when just hours before, he seemed to be looking forward to it.
Are you gonna get married tomorrow?
Yeah, we're gonna do it.
Okay.
Was Mike wrong for changing his mind at the last minute? Or did he ultimately do the right thing? We're gonna talk about it as we take a look at how it all went down. Plus, Stephanie and Harris. I know I've talked about them almost every week now, but these two trip me out. Stephanie had Harris do a reading with her psychic Maria to see if he's genuine.
Is it okay if I respectively just ask you a couple questions?
Maria, ready for any question?
A sidekick. That don't fear in me.
Well, I don't know if it was the wine or the reading, but something had him sweating. Hey 90 Day Fans fam, it's Melicia. This was an episode that they've been teasing since the beginning of the season. Yes, we knew Mike eventually was going to send Natalie back home to the Ukraine, but I didn't think it would happen like this. Let's go ahead and take a look at what took place the day before Mike called off the wedding.
You ready for those? You ready to try those?
Yes.
All right.
They both were in good spirits at dinner. Mike was even eating some, I don't know what this is, but it looks vegetarian, which I'm sure Natalie was very happy about because we know she's been pressing him to eat better.
Oh my God, it looks delicious.
Hope it is. Slaved away all day,
I'm so happy working man. I'm happy that during the quarantine, we kind of became very close to each other. We understand each other more.
Wait, what was that about, Mike? Natalie was opening up about her feelings, and he definitely gave off that I'm uneasy, neck scratch look. Then when she said she was really happy about where they are, he looked a little stressed. At this point, yes, I am looking for all the signs that he was gonna call this thing off. Because verbally, he was talking like everything was just fine. There was even this really cute moment where he gave Natalie a lap dance because she won't be having a bachelorette party.
I think anyone that has gone through a K-1 visa, 90 days is a lot of pressure. It's very fast, but we're both just really, really excited to get married. And it's just great all around.
So what happened between that night and the morning that made him realize that he just couldn't do it? That's what I want to know. If I was Natalie, I would be dealing with some major trust issues after experiencing something like this. It would be hard to get excited without worrying in the back of your head that you're gonna be let down. This woman literally ended her night thinking she was about to be a wife and woke up to Mike telling her, not today.
Hello.
Hi, Natalie.
Teresa.
What's the matter?
I'm sorry, I'm crying. I'm sorry, I have to tell you we cancel our wedding.
Okay, take your time. Take your time.
It's just my fiancé changed his mind, and it's a big.
Okay, slow down, because I can't understand what you're saying. Slow down.
I'm sorry. I just
Okay.
panic attack.
Natalie went on to explain to the wedding officiant that Mike woke up and told her that he's been thinking and he's decided that he can't marry her. Which of course is sad, but I think the savage part of it all is the fact that she only has 3 days left in America. And because of the coronavirus, the Ukrainian borders are closed. So she's not only not getting married anymore, but she had to find a way back to her country during the height of a pandemic.
Well, if you have to go back home, that doesn't mean the relationship is over.
It's over. I'm sorry, I'm not discussing it with you. I cannot forgive him this.
Yes, I understand.
You know, they say when you don't listen to the signs the first couple times, eventually they will come knock you upside the head until you have no choice but to see them. As Natalie was packing, she took her anger out by throwing Mike's shoe because she was, quote, mad. We also learned that he is paying for her ticket to go to Europe. But once she gets there, she has to figure out herself how to get to Ukraine. Before we get into whether or not Mike was wrong for all of this, let's take a look at the emotional moments coming up for them next week.
I don't know what to say. I'm leaving America tomorrow. I'm honestly freaked out and scared. I have to do it because I'm illegal here.
Can I give you one last hug, Natalie?
No, I cannot, Michael. I cannot. Why you do this to me? You think it's good for me to do what you do this to me? You think it's okay? Please go.
Was Mike wrong? Of course. I think most of us can agree on the fact that what he did was very selfish. That's a given. At the same time, I can't fault him for following his gut. I would rather him call off the wedding than marry her and file for divorce down the line. It seems like Mike wasn't ready to make things official with Natalie, but he also wasn't ready to let her go for good, which is a hard place to be in emotionally. According to Mike's friend Tamra, he was crying when he broke the news that there wasn't going to be a wedding. Sometimes breaking a person's heart hurts more than actually getting your heart broken. So although he should have handled things differently, this obviously wasn't an easy decision for him to make. That's probably why he dragged it on so long. Literally to the day of their wedding. That being said, he also should know not to ask Natalie for a hug. Mike, you did your damage. Now just let it go. All right, let's move on to Stephanie Harris and her psychic Maria. I said this before and I will say it again. I think Maria has a good heart. I think she wants her friend Stephanie to be happy. But this guidance, y'all, I'm not sure if it's really been helping Stephanie.
Okay, so where do you see yourself with Stephanie in a year or 2 years?
Well, my hope in this relationship with Stephanie, I wish she can take me home so I can be her bodyguard, taking care of her yard, everything, taking good care of her, treat her the right way.
I gotta tell you, Stephanie, I'm liking what I hear because, when I talked to Ryan, he never made mention of you.
Oh.
It was always what you were gonna do for him. I like you, I like your eyes, you got kind eyes. I think that this could be your knight in shining armor.
What set of eyes is she looking at? In knight in shining armor, even Harris seemed to be surprised by Maria's reading of him. Stephanie really takes to heart everything her psychic says. So now, she thinks Harris is the one, and she said she would love to get him to America. Now, Maria did bring up the mother of Harris's kids. She mentioned that she will eventually become a problem for Stephanie, which again, you don't need to be psychic to see. Harris has been on and off with his baby mama for 14 years now. She is not going anywhere for Stephanie.
We'll see you soon, okay? Bye.
Thank you, Maria.
Bye-bye.
Have a good night.
There we go.
Well,
What do you think of
Stephanie,
her?
Maria is so good. She's so straightforward and everything, but she thinking like me and the baby mother still having an affair and stuff like that.
What happens when baby mama hears you're gonna be living the high life in the United States?
Me and baby mother, back and forth, but right now I'm free. And my plan is to not have another Belizean woman.
Harris might have been able to convince Stephanie in that moment, but next week, the issue comes back up.
Crazy, Harris. There's a possibility that Harris and I could build a relationship, but I still have a few things weighing on my mind. Baby mama and you. Your Facebook. What the hell's this? That is
Stephanie.
a woman who's in love with you.
Tell me this. If the mother of his kids gets fed up with him and leaves him from time to time, which Harris said that happens, why would Stephanie think things would be better for her? Why? Money? Access to America? All of that is going to become a norm for him eventually if he gets that far. Why? Why would she think that? I don't know, 90 Day Fans fam. I guess some questions we will never have answers to. But in the meantime, make sure you stick with ET because as usual, we are covering it all. I'll see you next time.